Yeah. Tuesday. You know what that means? Episode 41 Sports Talk. Boy Enforcer, aka Mr. Attention Getter, waiting for my partner, my big bro, Brooklyn's finest, uh, D Money. He just told me to send it to Messenger. All right, I'll send it to Messenger. But yeah, waiting for the big bro to come on. He gave me a lot of homework. But it's all gravy. We're gonna talk about the free agency. We're gonna talk about some NFL news, a little bit of baseball. That's a little bit, not that much, but we definitely gonna talk this NBA news that's been floating. So this will be I think this is the first time I can say we got more NBA news than football. But that's what's up. So let me do this share once I see him come on, and that's when I'm gonna start. Well, this is just a pre-show. Let me just put that on there. This is just a pre-show. Just a pre-show. Wait, I got a comment already. Hey, what's going on? E, what's going on? Hey, just let you know, I am gonna go back. I am going back to showing AEW on here on Twitch. So please join me tomorrow night. Yes, we're gonna definitely talk about that. And I don't know if that was Giannis' response. So we're gonna talk about it. Well, again, this is the pre-show. Once my partner comes in, we're gonna start the show. And I'm just doing my shares. He's hit. I know he in a car. You're not in a car. Oh, fuck this. Let's start this damn show. Let's start this show. Where's my disclaimer? Come on.
Draft day dreams, players rise and fall. Every underdog story, we're giving the call. Strategies and highlights, we'll break down it all. With Enforcer on the beat, we're having a ball. So grab your headphones, let's kick it right. Together we'll unravel the Friday night hype. With laughter and insights, we're taking flight. On the Self-Made Podcast, the future is bright. Talking football, all year that's our creed. With every episode, together we lead. Self-Made Podcast, planted like a seed. In the world of the game, we'll always succeed.
Yeah. Why are you in a car?
Got me. I'm muted.
All right. Episode 41.
Man, I'm mobile at the moment.
All right.
Actually, I was just talking to Clan Portis again. Ran
Really?
into him again. We was chopping it up.
You can bring them in. We can talk some old school you moments, and
I think we're gonna end up being friends.
that's good. That's good to know. Oh man. So again, this is us. We're gonna make this every Tuesday because the football season is coming, so it gotta be on Tuesday. Get all your sports addiction here. Two fans is talking about football, basketball, baseball, sports like that. And speaking of baseball, let's get this shit out the way right the fuck now. If the postseason started today, this is how it look, bro. Here's how it look. Uh, Number one, number two in the American League is Detroit and Houston. Number one, number two in the National League is LA and Philly.
Yeah, I think Philly got us by like 2 games right now because we done lost so many in a row. Everybody hurt. 3 starting pitchers, a couple of relievers. Like, God damn.
It's crazy, and it's crazy because this is right before our star break. So
Yeah, so after All Star, we going on a run. But we'll have everybody back then.
it should be. My Yankees number three. I guess that's kind of good. I guess I
They,
don't know,
they
but
been losing too. I don't know what's
yeah,
going
they
on
lost.
in New York.
Well, they lost last night to Toronto. So there you
They,
go.
they was up in the first half of that game. Then Toronto, it's y'all don't have a bullpen. Y'all need a bullpen bad as fuck.
They only got two pitches. The rest of them is like suspect, like a mother. But
Yeah, bro, y'all be having the lead up while your starters are in. As soon as the starter leave, game, it's a whole new game.
so here is speaking of our star. Excuse me. You have less than 24 hours, probably less than that for voting. This is the National League here.
Can
Uh,
you read it? Can you read it to me? Cause I can't read and
okay,
drive.
so first baseman in first is Freeman. Second is Pete. Your Pete.
Oh, come on. Pete's supposed to be first. Freeman. Well, Freeman be balling. No, I can't front.
Second baseman. See, this is where all these Latinos. Kendall Martin, I guess.
Marte
Yeah.
is he's
Oh,
a
no, that's
problem
homeboy.
from the
Speaking
Diamondbacks. He is a problem.
speaking of him, I'm so glad that someone got that person and banned him from base from every baseball arena for what he did to that dude. Because he could have jumped over that rail and beat the shit out you with his bat. I swear. But I'm glad he didn't. He's in first for a second baseman. Behind him is Tommy Edman for
Yeah.
the Dodgers.
Dodgers
Uh,
gonna have a bunch of people on there, and their coach is the coach for the team.
bro, watch this. Shortstop, first place, Francisco. Francisco. Next,
Let's go, number
but,
one.
but right behind him is Mookie.
Exactly. Dodgers gonna have a bunch of dudes on this list.
Bro, I mean, listen, I guess what it's going for is if you're first, you're starting. And
Yeah,
right, got you. Third base is Manny
Machado,
Machado for the Padres,
Padres,
and behind him is Max for the Dodgers. It's like the
Muncy.
Dodgers either first or second. I swear,
I'm telling you, at almost every position, and it's crazy because they're not even playing that great,
man.
but they doing enough to be where they at, and then they're gonna turn it on in the second half.
Yeah, hold on, let me put that comment. Let me say this is why I love the baseball All Star better than anything else. It means something. It means something. So if y'all don't know, baseball All Star, the league that wins the All Star game gets the home field advantage in the World Series. No matter what your record is, you're getting the home field advantage because of the All Star. Let me get back to this. Catcher Will Smith from, of course, the Dodgers.
The Dodgers.
but here's the outfield. And I guess it doesn't matter, but I guess the first three would be the starters. Ronald,
Acuna.
yep, Junior for the
And
Braves.
that's insane that he got voted into the All Star game. He's only played like 20 games this season. Well, he played a little more than that, but he's just got back.
Really?
He's probably been playing for a month. How do you make the All Star team? You've been playing for a month.
Ugh. This is fans.
Nothing personal against the player or the team. Well, personal against the team,
I'm
but
about to say.
and he's a phenomenal first baseman. But he's been playing for a month. How do you make the All Star team? Like this is a joke.
Well, again, this is what happens when you get the fans. Um, as E said, PCA, Pete Crow Armstrong from the Cubs. He's
Yeah.
second, and then you got Kyle Tucker, also from the Cubs. Third. Here's the fourth, fifth, and sixth place. Fourth place, another Hernandez. I'm not saying that from the Dodgers. Juan Solo.
Who?
Juan.
Yeah.
Juan. Again, and we said this on here. It's not a sprint, it's a marathon. But he's in the R-Star.
Homie been smoking since they started talking shit to him.
Give him time, brother. Give him time. And Andy Pages from the
From the Dodgers.
like, yo, they is like the Dodgers. They might as well put the whole damn team.
It's just about because where's Otani?
Otani, it says right. Otani is going to be
The designated hitter?
Yep,
Him and Judge, probably.
probably. Let's get to the AL then. AL Vladimir Guerrero Jr. first baseman. Behind him is my boy Paul Goldie. He's behind him at first base. Second baseman is
I don't think you realize how excited I am about today's show. Like I've been waiting.
Oh, I know you, bro.
There's so much shit going on, bro.
If I tell you how excited this dude was, my phone kept binging. Fucking time. I know that's D. So, he said the Dodgers. He said the Dodgers got a bunch of fans. Then you got all the fans from Japan that vote. Okay.
Definitely.
That's a possible. That's definitely a possible.
Because all the fans from Japan gonna be voting for whoever's on the Dodgers because of Otani, Yamamoto, the other Oriental pitcher. Like they got a big Oriental base.
Oh, and let me just say you was right. No. They said that Aaron Judge is automatically.
Yeah, there's no way on. He's the second best player in baseball behind Otani.
So the designated hitters though they got because it's American League, so it's different. The designated hitter they got Ryan O'Hare and Ben Rice. Another Yankee.
Well, Ben Rice from the Yankees, O'Hare from the Baltimore.
Mm-hmm. But see now the American League is different. See, you got different people each.
It don't really matter because they're gonna lose.
Oh, how dare you! How dare you! Y'all, American League, y'all better win. We got some talking to do. This is the schedule for today. The Yankees against Toronto, Milwaukee's in New York and Citi Field. San Diego's in Philly. Angels in Atlanta. Oh, there's a lot of interleague play. St. Louis, Pittsburgh, Cleveland against the Cubs. Minnesota against Florida. Baltimore, Texas, Detroit, Washington, Houston. Rockies, come on, Houston. I mean, come on, that should be easy victory for you. Oakland against Tampa Bay, Kansas City against Seattle, Cincinnati against Boston, San Francisco against Arizona, and the Sox against the Dodgers.
Dodgers gonna smoke them.
Whew. Wow. I know the All-Star game's coming up. I just gotta get the date. I think it's gonna be next week.
I think it's the last week in July. I don't know.
It's usually around my son's birthday, so
so yeah, it's like the 14th or some shit like that.
Yeah, so that's all we got for baseball.
That's when the season start, baby.
Yes,
we gonna have playoffs. We about to make a bunch of trades. Everybody gonna do their trades.
Oh, speaking of trades and all this shit,
we are definitely going to get some relief pitchers. I could tell you that now. They want relief pitchers and they want a center fielder that can hit. We got center fielders that are incredible defenders. Like you hit it out there, they're going to get it. Problem is they can't hit. Our center fielders can't hit. My boy Taylor, he's a beast on defense.
Service is nervous. He said Phillies Padres might be game tonight. Might be. Well, let's just do football because basketball is a lot of shit I want to talk about with basketball. So I'm gonna get with football. Football is gonna go right now. Starting with this guy, Jason Tucker, suspended for 10 weeks.
I don't know why they said former. I don't know if he's gonna make it back. First of all, you had a bad season before you got suspended. Like he was missing everything. I don't know. Maybe the chick stopped giving him massages, but he was missing everything in his last season. So I don't think he comes back from this.
Eric said Tucker's career is over.
Think
Uh,
so?
it says right here former Ravens kicker. So I
Oh
guess
yeah,
he's
they drafted his replacement. They've been released him.
Oh yeah, so there's no coming back. I don't know what team that's gonna pick you up. Maybe the Browns. I don't know. They like to give y'all motherfuckers second chances. So who knows? But I don't know. Should it have been more? Should it have been the whole season?
Um. Well, technically, Deshaun was put on that list. Well, Deshaun missed the whole season, right?
Yeah.
But he was on. See, they did his different than they did Deshaun's, if I'm not mistaken,
Mm,
because Deshaun was put on an exempt list. He was still getting paid. Like
mm.
Tucker, they just suspended him. He ain't getting paid. He gonna have to live off
He
them
said
Royal Farm. You gonna have to live off them Royal Farm commercials.
he said he went from 86.5% to 73.3%. Huge
Yeah,
drop off.
this was his first bad year ever. I mean, he's still
Right.
going into even though he did what he did, he's still going into the Hall of Fame.
Oh yeah. I mean, he got the record for the longest kick. He got a ring. Um,
Nah, this dude was amazing his entire career.
yeah,
He just got
he just
accused
got
of some
caught.
shit.
He got caught.
I mean, did he actually like? I don't be knowing if these dudes actually be doing this shit that they get accused of because, like, what proof they if they do they actually provide proof? Like, yo, I got this motherfucker on video grabbing my ass, or is it just a he say she saying the guy is never gonna win in that case?
I think
As long as he's accused, he's guilty in the eye of
public,
of the world. Yeah, he's guilty no matter what, as long as you get accused.
and it's crazy what an athlete is, but it's proven
You're
uh
guilty until you can prove you didn't do it.
innocent. Right, right. So I don't know. I think he's gonna get a shot on another team, but not this year. I think this year you might as well take the whole year off. Like fuck it.
I mean, just seeing him and talking to him and hearing him talk in these press conferences, he just doesn't seem like that type of person. And his personality wise, he doesn't seem like that type of person.
Mm,
But you don't know what a motherfucker do behind closed doors, so who knows?
who knows? It will come to light.
But this is the thing that kills me. Athletes can get pussy anytime they want, so why do they need to? You know what I mean? I mean, sometimes it's a power thing for a lot of people that do that sort of shit. But athletes can get pussy without trying. Yo,
Uh,
babe, yo, shorty, I'm the kid. And him in Baltimore, what? You know what I mean? Black chicks will throw him some pussy just because he the kicker of the Ravens. You crazy? You ain't got to work for no pussy in Baltimore.
Speaking of, let's talk about the former team in Baltimore, the Colts. Daniel Jones, my former buddy, likely to be QB1. It's crazy that they say this because every time I'm looking at his name, I'm going back to what this man said his rookie season. I'm talking about Anthony Richardson. You said this was easy. You said being a pro is easy.
Anthony Richardson's a moron.
It's not looking so easy right now, is it? You let Daniel Jones come in.
No,
And
it's still easy. It's easy to lose your job. It's
Oh
still
yeah,
easy.
oh yeah. I mean, Daniel Jones looked good.
I
Probably
wouldn't go that far.
I mean,
I mean, you got to think about what we're saying. Daniel Jones just looks better than Anthony Richardson. I'm not going to
okay,
go as
okay,
far
so
as to say he actually looks good as a quarterback. I'm
let's
going
say
to
he
say he
looks
looks,
good. He looks good. What we see in their camp.
and everybody looks good in pajamas.
All right, all right.
Everybody. I've never seen a player that was trashing in OTA. Well, yeah, I have, but it's hard to be trash in OTAs. You don't got nobody rushing the passer. You don't have nobody like, bro, they wide open.
Right.
You can't hit that man while he wide open. There's a problem.
So pretty much we're waiting to preseason to see how
Oh
you really
man,
look.
preseason is gonna be so lit for so many games. This
Yeah.
is gonna be the. I think this is gonna be the most watched preseason ever.
Well, we said that last time. We said that for Cleveland, of course.
Yeah, but it's a lot of
A lot of
it's a
moves.
lot of stuff you gotta see. You're
There's a
gonna
lot
have
of
to see it.
there's a lot of
So
moves that we
you
gotta see
gotta
how it
see them
looks.
pan out.
Yeah. He's off the road now. Yeah, he's focused. He's focused. But we'll see. I mean, all right. He did his part so far. Now he got to finish the.
I tell you, I like the Colts as a team. You gotta see what happens with the ownership because remember, Ursay had an OD and his three daughters took over.
Okay.
So we gotta see what they do with free agency and all that stuff. You don't know what type of owners they're gonna be yet. But I hear they're very competent. Um, think about it. They have a solid O line, even though they lost two or three pieces in the offseason to the Vikings.
Uh-huh.
They have an amazing running back in Jonathan Taylor. You got a nice receiving core, Pittman, my other young boy from North Carolina, whatever his name is. He's nice at receiver. And they drafted the boy from Penn State, the tight end.
Right.
So on offense, they got weapons. Danny Dimes can run a little bit. And what is it? Is it Steichen that's over there? What's the coach over there?
I totally forgot.
Whoever the coach is, he's pretty good offensively because he's the reason that Jalen Hurts is okay.
Um, um, God damn it! 'Cause we were talking about how the coordinators is
Yeah, he was the OC when Hurts was over there. And think about it. Hurts was a running quarterback that could barely throw. Daniel Jones is a mobile quarterback who can throw. He just makes horrible decisions with the ball regularly.
uh,
So it's not like he don't have an arm or he don't have any accuracy. He can throw. He just throws to the other team more than he throws to his.
well, we'll see.
So
It's like this. I swear I say this for a lot of quarterbacks, and last year proved that shit. Maybe is it a system thing or is it a new environment
it's
thing?
a system thing. Systems make players for the most part. I'm telling you, only 5% of the NFL is actually elite players. 95%, they look amazing in the system they're in. Because if you put them on another team, they're not gonna look the same.
Oh yeah, oh yeah. I mean, we could have done some content on that one because I know a lot a lot of players that look good in one team and look horrible in another
The
team.
number one of all time is Namdi Asamoah. That's number one of all times. Absolute shutdown corner when he was on a trash team with the Raiders. Went to the Eagles and got burnt every play. I don't
Every
even. He was out of the league after that.
was he? Damn,
He went to one more team, but that was it.
that was done deal. We friends with Don. Let's talk about this shit. Before we even start, let's get to this scenario here because you told me this one, and then by the time I'm reading this shit, then I hear about this, and then I get to like, what the fuck is that for that? Whatever. Then I hear this. So here's the swing of everything. The full trade terms per at Rap Sheet. The Dolphins have agreed to trade Jalen Ramsey, Jalen Ramsey, and tight end, what's this, Jono Smith,
Donald Smith.
which I think he had a good game.
He had a great season last year. Made the
Season.
Pro
I
Bowl.
saw one game I saw. He actually dominate the whole game. And a 2027 seventh round pick to Pittsburgh in exchange for Fitzpatrick. And a
You, you
2025.
miss, you missing one part of this deal.
What's that?
They traded for Darren Waller after sending
Oh,
Johnny
no.
Smith to the Giants.
No, I'm sitting with this one right here. That's
All
on
right.
here. It's on here.
So-
It's on here.
So let's break this down. You have an older Jalen Ramsey who isn't as good as he used to be, but he's solid. He's not trash yet, but he's solid. You have a Minka Fitzpatrick who's lost a step, but he's an amazing team player, and he was the glue pretty much for that defense. You got Jonnu Smith, who had one amazing year in his entire career. He's a solid tight end, but like I said, he had that 1 year last year where he went off.
Right.
I'm doubt he's gonna do it again next year. But then again, the Steelers run a lot of 12 package, so they're gonna have a lot of two tight ends on the field. So it'll be him and Fryermuth a lot. So he'll get a lot of one-on-ones with tight end with safeties and linebackers. So he should succeed. And Aaron Rodgers likes to throw the tight ends. He's always liked to throw the tight ends. He's always had a good tight end on his team, and he always goes to him. So he should have a solid season over there. This is the problem with all of this. None of these motherfuckers matter. Jalen Ramsey and Slay together will be on the other side of the toast. They are going to get burned. They've been getting burned. Slay lost his job to a rookie last year and on the Eagles. So it's not even like these two in their prime. If they was on a team, Jesus Christ, this would be a ridiculous. But why do teams keep trying to trade Ramsey? You was on a Super Bowl winning team with the Rams. They couldn't wait to get rid of you. You was in Miami. They couldn't wait to get rid of you. They say that he'd be out there on the island doing his own thing, and he don't listen to the defensive coordinator.
He never did. He didn't.
Yeah, they say he didn't do that in Jacksonville either.
But my thing is like with Ramsey, right? Like you said, the Super Bowl team. Ever since the Super Bowl, that Super Bowl game with the Bengals, it wasn't Chase. I think it was Higgins that busted his ass in the Super Bowl. Since then, people have been behind Ramsey, especially that playoff game. Was it a playoff game or was it just a regular game against the Bucks? And he was getting toasted. So
I think right now, if the Niners made a move for Tyreek Hill, they could get him. I think the Dolphins is getting rid of their older players, trying to get younger, trying to get cheaper, because what they have doesn't work. They haven't done anything with what they have. You try to put the fastest team in the world on the field, and it still ain't doing nothing for you. So I think they're in a position right now where they want to blow it up and do something different.
He said you can argue Jonah only went off because Tua went down. They couldn't air the ball out with Tyreek and Waddle.
That's true. I would agree with, and Waddle was hurt too.
Yeah.
So I think that definitely helped him kept more balls.
Right.
But he's always been solid. He's just never been an amazing. Like, he's not one of those tight ends you put in the top 10 category. Like, you're not gonna put him in the conversation with Kittle and Kelsey and Gronk. Like, you're not gonna put him in one of those conversations. He's the next tier under. Who's solid? He's a solid blocker. He's all right. I don't think this moves the needle in either direction for either team.
Now saying that, we're talking about Smith here, if he consistently keeps it going,
he ain't young no more, bro. He ain't young no more. It's not like
this. Well, how many? What's
he's not new to the league. Jonnu Smith been around.
That's the first time I heard his name last year.
Oh, you wild, boy. If I'm not mistaken, he got drafted by the Titans. He was on the Patriots. He's been around. Yeah, he not new to this.
Well, shit. Well, you're a late bloomer,
motherfucker. My point exactly. He's not new. He's been around for a little while.
Bro, I don't keep it 100 with you. I ain't hear this dude name until that fucking game last year.
Yeah, he's been around, bro. This ain't his first rodeo.
He said, yeah, he's been 30. He'll be 30.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. He not young, so if he gonna get it going, he better get going now.
Do it now, boy.
Because you got maybe a good 2 to 3 strong left, if that.
Yeah.
You know, NFL, you get old when you hit 30, you start getting old like real quick in the NFL.
Especially, oh yes. And now it's 18 weeks in the
Yeah.
yeah, you ready to cut
Seasons
it.
getting longer, and then they don't have a good old line. So he'll probably, and then he's not better than Fryermuth. So Fryermuth is going to get more balls than he is. So you competing with Fryermuth too, but remember they don't have a good receiving core. Metcalf is their number one. Wilson might be their number two. So they're gonna have to go to the tight ends a lot because they don't have a good O line and they don't have a bunch of good receivers.
And
Like when they traded for Metcalf, I thought it was just gonna be two crash outs at receiver.
yeah.
But you traded Pickens away, which I didn't understand that. I thought you bought Metcalf over there so they could eat together. Now you just got Metcalf and two good tight ends. Like they tight ends is their best receivers after Metcalf.
It's well, we just talked about Aaron Rodgers, and that's his safety valve right there. Throwing to the tight ends, check off the running back. Because he's
The running backs are unproven. They were drafted this year.
oh my goodness.
They got a
It's
lot
good.
to work. They got a lot to figure out. And you got an old secondary now, except for Porter Jr. Both your outside corners are old and get burnt.
So ooh. See that's the thing. I would have made Ramsey a safety.
I probably would have did that too if I was moving Minka Fitzpatrick.
It
I
works.
definitely move Ramsey to safety right now.
It works, people. It's been proven. The best corners, and they get a little older, you get make them safety. It works to add more years to their
And
fucking
he got
life.
size, so he would be a great safety.
Man, Steelers, y'all do that. We cut the check.
Because remember, Minka was a cornerback that got moved to safety.
What's he? Wait, what college?
He could play both, but he got moved to safety
Oh, I'm trying
and
to
was
think.
amazing at it.
That's right. I just
I
remember.
think he I
Bama.
think he was Bama.
Yeah, Bama.
Yeah,
Bama.
Minka was Bama.
Speaking of the Dolphins, this happened. The
So
details
you
of this
got
shit is crazy. So, as a Giant fan, I knew what happened. He retired.
he disrespecting y'all, cuz.
Hey, he didn't do that, bro. You didn't do shit
That's
for us
rude.
anyway.
That's rude of him.
He didn't do shit for us anyway. So, I mean,
That is rude, bro.
but
This nigga said, I do not want to play for y'all no more. I'm retiring if I gotta be a Giant.
watch
Soon
this.
as somebody needed a tight end, he said, I'll play.
But watch this, bro. Watch this. So, when it happens, you gotta remember who's your quarterback. So I just let you know, once one hit go, he do this again, you go retire again. So I'm just
It's not even just that. The audacity of this dude is ridiculous to me because you now granted, I respect him as a player because of what he turned into. He came into the league as a wide receiver out of Georgia Tech. I liked him. He went to I think the Ravens. They turned him into a tight end from there. He sucked as a tight end there, moved on and became a pretty solid tight end. I think with the Raiders is when he started being a good tight end.
Yeah.
So I like how hard he worked to become something different because when you come in the league and they tell you they want you to play another position, ain't nobody trying to hear that shit. I'm staying where I'm at. I ain't got to block nobody. I ain't got to do none of that. I'm a wide receiver. He don't like to block. He's not a good blocker. He likes to be. But he's a phenomenal receiver.
It's crazy
in Miami. He ain't gonna have to block.
He put in. It's crazy that he put in the size for the blocking.
Yeah, but he's.
I don't know.
My thing is the audacity of him to retire and come back. When he retired, I thought it was because of injury because he sat out for a year because of the injury.
Yeah.
And now I'm starting to realize he didn't sit out because of injury. He pretended to be hurt so he didn't have to play for y'all no more.
And I mean, that's like I said, that's how it is. That's how it is with bro.
He might be healthy now. He didn't sat out pretty much 2 years.
And that's my next thing.
In Miami, you ain't got to do no blocking in Miami. They just saying hike and throwing the ball.
How many people we know that came back after so-called retired had a great season?
Shit, I don't know.
And I was trying. I named somebody. I named Randy Moss, and I looked at it. He didn't have a Randy Moss type season. So he still had his speed. Once in a blue moon, you throw a deep to him while blocking.
But this
dude right here,
for him, this is a perfect situation though, because you're not going to be asked to block a lot as a tight end in Miami, and you're going to go out for a lot of passes, and you're never going to be double teamed because you got Waddle and Tyreek Hill. You're never going to see a double team, and then you got A-Shane coming out the backfield. You're never going to see a double team. So he can get open. He has size. He has hands. This is a perfect scenario for him.
Do the Dolphins got a line that will protect Tua?
Man, Dolphins ain't gonna do nothing. But for him, this is a good situation as just a receiving tight end.
I mean, I'm not wishing nothing bad. Like I said, he didn't really do nothing for us because either he didn't get.
Did they ever say what the compensation was? Because they just said he got traded.
I did have it.
They never said what pick it was for. They just said he got traded.
Oh, hold on. I did have it. I had it where they talked about he had the Giants would got something. And all right, hold on. Here we go. Damn, no. I know I had it. I'm not looking for it. Well, we'll talk about it later. But yeah, I mean, this for him. Congratulations, you in Miami. Don't do nothing stupid. And make the best of it. But this one right here. So you put something about Tyreek. He's for sale. Well, here's the answer to that. It said no, Tyreek Hill is not for sale. While there were rumors and speculation earlier this year, both the Miami Dolphins general manager and coach have stated that they are not looking to trade him and plan to move forward with him on the team. Hill himself has also addressed the trade rumors, calling them a false narrative. Bro, you forgot what you said at the end of the season, which is documented again. I don't know why.
Gone.
Huh?
He's gone. I don't know why you frying.
You forgot what you said. Like I remember that your face all down and sad, and you like, man, I don't know. I don't think I can stay here. I don't know.
He was ready to go.
You put that narrative out there.
He was ready to go.
He was ready to go.
Started talking bad about Tua, then took it back.
All right, so let's get this.
So you got a Tyreek Hill that's unhappy in Miami with the system, the quarterback, and the team. You got an unhappy Ayuk who's mad because his name was in trade rumors. Switch these motherfuckers. The Niners lose because they're getting older at the position, but they win because you got Tyreek Hill, who's still, in my opinion, in his prime, and you got McCaffrey, who's still in his prime and not over the hill yet. And they both healthy at the moment.
All right, that's the key word I was waiting
for. You put them together with Kittle and Juan Jennings, and you got a monster offense that's going to be hard to stop with Shanahan calling them plays.
Bro, I picture this dude. Like, this dude is still one of the fastest fucking receivers.
You just had a race with somebody from the Olympics and won.
Stop. Let's let him go. Let him go. I was going to ask you.
He's unhappy. Ayuk is unhappy. That's a quick, even trade, and their salaries match.
I was going to say, I already know. I was going to ask you what team you think he should go to. I already know your
Their salaries match. That would be perfect.
Wow. Well, if he don't leave, hope good luck to him. But at the same time, I'll tell you, this system was good for you a couple years ago when you led the league in receptions and receiving yards. So I know it. Like Tua was hurt most of the year, and the quarterback you had was not throwing the ball. He was not.
Let us have him. We'll show you what to do with him. Because remember, it's pretty much the same system. He ain't got to come over and learn nothing new. It's the same system.
Well, that's all I got for football. You already know what's next.
Let's go.
This shit is crazy. The NBA Finals just just ended, and we got all this madness. Starting with this fool right here. He intends to sign a 3-year deal for $100 million to stay with the Wolves.
Which you think it's a good choice? I mean, I say it's a good choice, but I don't know if anybody else was going to give him that. So I would have did it if I was him. You're already there. You're already on the team. You already know the teammates. Why not?
I mean, what was he had a good season last year?
He had probably his best season last year. Well, when he wasn't hurt, he's still dealing with injuries all the time. He had his best postseason, I would say. I wouldn't say he had his best season. He had his best postseason. He showed up for a few games.
Okay, so you had
for the first time ever.
You had your best postseason career wise, right? You look decent.
It seemed almost like him and Anthony Edwards figured out how to play off each other towards the end of the season, going into the playoffs.
But all right, so you got a good season. You're finally gelled with Anthony Edwards. You think you probably can work next year. Your best bet is to stay there. Your best bet is to stay there. And hopefully what y'all found in the playoffs could get y'all to the next level.
I don't know about that.
Okay. I said hopefully.
Because what do they have? What do they didn't do?
Uh-oh. Hold on. What happened? There you go. Gotcha.
They didn't do anything special in the postseason that makes you say, oh my God, this is gonna put them. Yo, I'm gonna just flat out say, ain't nobody having a better offseason than Houston. So, I mean, what y'all gonna do? It's between OKC, Houston, and in my opinion, the Nuggets.
Yeah, let's not forget about the Nuggets.
Like what y'all going after that? What y'all gonna do? The Lakers? They don't even have a center. They just lost their fourth best player and replaced him with a bench player. The West is the West.
Speaking of the Lakers, LeBron exercised his $52.6 million Laker contract option ahead of
LeBron wanted some attention. He was feeling lonely. Everybody talking about OKC and all these really good players. LeBron was lonely. He wasn't getting enough love at home. So he had to do something. He is never getting traded. You know what's crazy about LeBron? Right now he has that. You can hear me?
Yeah, I hear you. Go ahead.
Hello?
Yeah. I can hear you.
Coming on.
I can hear you though.
Hello?
Yeah. Here you back. There he is.
Yeah, I froze. Some idiot was calling me.
Okay.
LeBron ain't going nowhere. He can't go nowhere. The only way for LeBron to leave really is a buyout. They're not buying him out. He's not gonna get traded. The only way he could get traded is if he requested it, and then he gets to pick the trade. He gets to pick the team and who gets traded. That's how much power he has with his no trade clause. He gets to pick the compensation. Like if they offer a deal that's gonna gut the team that he's going to, he gets to veto the whole trade. Like, nah, if you take this person out, this person out, this person out, then I'll go.
Oh, damn.
He has that. He has all power for any trade they choose. He's not going. He never wanted to go anywhere. He just wanted some attention, and he wanted to make a statement to the new ownership.
I mean, bro, you might as well just stay there till you fucking finally retire.
Bro, listen, if that man had me personally, I wouldn't stay there and just not win anything and go through what you go through to get through a whole season. I'd be trying to win a ring. So if I was him, I would have opted out. Nuggets just signed Tim Hardaway Jr. See what I mean? The Nuggets are making moves.
I mean, if you go now, if you do how you just said that, if LeBron thinking that way, your whole speech of this ring culture shit is not
I don't
important.
care about the ring culture. My thing is, I'm trying to get as many rings as I can. I don't give a shit how anybody feel about it. Me personally, because when 30 years from now, they're gonna be saying LeBron had 15 rings. Oh my God, he's one of the greatest ever. They not gonna ask who was his teammates or what team did he go to. They're not gonna give a shit about that 20, 30 years from now.
Right.
All they gonna know is how many rings he got and what his stats are. He's a Hall of Famer and all of that shit. They don't give a shit that he joined Kevin Durant. They don't give a shit if he went to the Knicks or the Cavs. Like I'm surprised he didn't go to the Cavs.
And now when you say that, right? I was just looking at an old interview of Gilbert Arenas, and you know Gil, when he talk basketball, you gotta actually pay attention because some of the shit he say goes over a lot of people's heads. But what he said was no one thought about talk about rings until the only people that was talking about rings was the greats, like Michael, Isaiah, Magic, Larry. Those are the guys that talking about the rings. But then all of a sudden now it's all about the rings. Because no one's not saying no one, and if you think about it, no one, no disrespect if you ever watched this, said that Robert Ory was the greatest player of all time. They say
You
Robert
got,
Ory got
but look
7
up, but
rings.
look how many rings he got.
Right. It's and when you go back, like someone brought up Bill Russell. I said this is the barbershop, so you know how it gets down the barbershop. You bring up Bill Russell, how many freaking NBA teams was it back then compared to what it is now?
What was it, 10?
you know what I mean? Like you go back those days. Like Boston is still one of the greatest teams, franchises of all time. I'm not gonna say nothing there, but their first 11 rings was like 10 teams. So let's stop. We can say that for the Lakers too, because the Lakers was in Minnesota at the time was winning rings when it was like 10 teams. But ring culture didn't mean anything back then. Probably still mean nothing now. It's just that y'all emphasize it more because it's LeBron.
They didn't start giving a shit about people doing super team. They didn't even start calling them super teams till LeBron did it.
Right,
How
because
many teams had 3 superstars on it before and nobody said shit?
bro, I was talking about that shit too. Like, did y'all not see the Lakers had Karl Malone, Gary Payton, Kobe, Shaq?
And
Let's
nobody
go
cared.
further.
Nobody cared a bit.
Like, let's go further. Like the Rockets, the Dream, Clyde Drexler. Come on,
And
man.
it's not like they drafted them dudes. They traded for them.
Yeah.
Like they just care about the wrong things. Nobody cares about who was on the team. Just go and win some. Because even a lot of these super teams don't always win.
Just like that team I just said. The Lakers had a super team. Carl still could go at the time. Gary was still great on defense. And they got the ass whooped by the Pistons.
Remember the Eagles tried to put together that team with Vince Young and all them boys? Like that shit don't mean nothing. It looked good on paper. It all looks good on paper, but LeBron ain't going nowhere. We could cancel this whole conversation. He ain't going nowhere. And I think he wants to play in the league until his other son gets in the league.
Lord. Well, I'm not saying, oh Lord.
And that's the good son. That's
Right.
the
I'm not
one that
saying,
can
oh Lord,
actually play.
I'm not saying, oh Lord, because how y'all get all nepotism mad and shit. I'm just saying, like, this dude is going to try his best. And I'm not.
The first time ever in history, a father with 2 sons in the league at the same time. So it was the first time in history a father and son played on the same team at the same time.
And he could do it. Like, dude, take care of his freaking
I
body.
mean, he take care of his body, but that's what I said. Like, do you want to keep taking care of your body and putting in this full regimen to know you're not gonna win a ring? Like the team they have now cannot beat OKC. The team they have now cannot even beat the Timberwolves.
Right.
And they show and your team got worse. It didn't get better.
Hell,
You just lost one of your
guys. OKC got one of y'all guys.
OKC kept Everybody. Nobody's gone. The whole starting five, most of the bench, like anybody that's not there is because OKC traded them. It's not because they lost a player to free agency and none of that. And OKC so smart, they got 4 first-round picks next year.
Good for them. I'm done. See the Pistons.
This fucking moron.
His contract talk reportedly paused amongst gambling investigation.
Same thing with the dickhead from the Raptors. They said this nigga, they trying to see if they were doing the same thing at the same time. Y'all are just dumb. Like you're an NBA player, bro. Why are you betting on this shit knowing you're not supposed to? And then it's not even like they just doing, all right, I'm gonna bet against the Bulls playing the Lakers. Like you betting on prop bets for yourself. Like that's stupid, bro. You're gonna get caught.
So they say, Beasley's 20 points plus. He's trying to get that 20. So I get that 20 points plus. I like, dude, my thing, like, y'all know this shit is wrong. Y'all know it's wrong. And you're gonna get caught.
You know the reason I'm mad?
You're gonna get caught.
You know the only reason I'm mad? Because he ain't tell me what props to take when he was betting. When he was skimming points and cheating and doing all the dumb shit, he ain't tell me what he was doing that night. Because I love betting and I would have bet with him. Why he ain't tell me what he was betting on? I'd have been right there with him.
He's not going to say his secrets.
I'd have been right there with him.
You
got caught anyway.
Yeah.
I wouldn't have told.
Let's get away from him because I don't want no mojo. But this was good, right?
Yeah, I like Sexton. I like Sexton. I thought Sexton was about to become a star. I thought Sexton was going to be a star, and then they drafted Garland, and Sexton lost his mojo. It's like he forgot how to play. So they had Sexton and Garland, and they got rid of Sexton and kept Garland.
Would he be a perfect fit for the Hornets?
I don't think the Hornets are a perfect fit for the Hornets. The Hornets ain't gonna be shit for a long time. They gotta get it together. Cause I think he'll come off the bench. I think they did this trade because LaMelo keeps getting hurt. And if they decide to get rid of LaMelo, they got a certified point guard. So now you can move LaMelo to the 2 and just have him shooting all day and let Sexton run the point if you want. Or you just have Sexton coming off the bench when LaMelo comes out the game, and then you don't have to take a break at point guard. You're good either way. I love Sexton as a player. I think he can give you anywhere between 50 to 20 a night with no problem.
Damn.
So I'd say it was a solid trade.
For
Charlotte, Utah has too many guards. They drafted 2 young boys that could ball. They didn't need Sexton.
That's why they got. Well,
they drafted back-to-back guards. They got that kid that went crazy for Florida in the championship game and all season. And then they got Ace, whatever his name is, that with the number 5 pick that can come out. He can shoot the lights out.
Oh, is that the wait? Hold on. I'm trying to think. It was one player that was like he looked like he did not want to go to Utah.
That's him.
Oh, my man from Rutgers.
He did not want to go to Utah at all. He said he thought, and I'm confused. He thought he was going to Washington. Maybe he want to do brunches and shit, get some mimosas or something. Because Washington is a way better city to live in than Utah in terms of being a young guy with money. Like Utah, ain't Utah like a Bible state or some shit? Like you're not partying, you're not enjoying nothing over there.
I can't speak. I have never been.
I've never been, but that's what I heard about Utah. Utah ain't it when it comes to being young.
That's why this Carmelo Malone used to do freaking truck drivers on the off season. He's not trying to stay in Utah.
Nobody. So this was good for the Hornets, and Utah got a young nucleus now. So
And to that dude that played for Rutgers that did not want to go. Listen, man, it's possible to save your ass some money.
But he wanted to go to Washington. Like that's the worst franchise in the NBA. What is wrong with this guy?
You want to be the star, I guess. I don't know. You know how it is.
He can be the star in Utah. Who the hell do they got?
What? Explain this.
Just want him to be a backup, I guess, for Harden or whoever the hell they got running point. Like, I don't know. This is just gonna be a whole ass team.
He want to go to either the Suns or the Clippers.
No, those are the teams that are eyeing him.
That's eyeing him for a reunion.
He is severely washed up and need to just chill. Sit on the couch, be that nigga. I guess he's just getting more stats. He's gonna have more assists and all of that to pad his Hall of Fame numbers. Bro, go to a team that has a chance to win something.
Well, he tried that and he didn't win. He tried to go to Golden State.
No, the problem is his problem is when he was with the Suns, they were good.
Yeah.
That season when did they go to the finals that year? Mm-hmm. They were really good, but you know what happens with teams. Same thing the dumbass Knicks do. You're right there, and then you blow it up. Now you want to trade for Kevin Durant, and you want to trade for Bradley Beal, and you want to do all this extra shit when you was just in the finals. Like, I'm so happy that the only thing I would blow, the only player I would blow it up for right now if I'm the Knicks is, of course, Giannis. But you got a starting five that's good, and y'all just needed different coaching, and now you're starting to build a nice bench. That's what you need. You don't need to blow it up and go get a million. Like if I was the Knicks, I wouldn't have traded Randall and DiVincenzo. I'd have kept them. And then I would have added more play. I'd have probably got me a big man that can score. But you had Hartenstein. I'd have bought Hartenstein back.
Well, Chris.
Yeah, CP3 need to hang it up. And I wouldn't be trying to leave the Spurs. The Spurs is going to be up and coming this year. If they can stay healthy, they're going to be a problem. They're going to be the new OKC in a few years. They got a million picks and all young ballers.
I was just about to say, like, you want to stack your assist numbers right there, just past the Wemby. You
got Wemby, you got Castle, you got Johnson, Keldon Johnson. Like they got a squad over there and just drafted a couple more young studs. Like, bro,
did he sign a 1-year contract or?
Yeah, he ain't getting no extensions. He's getting 1-year deals all the way till he die.
Yeah, so you go to the big three. James Harden reportedly to sign new $81.5 million Clippers contract.
Yeah, he turned down that player's option so he can make more money. He's smart. I did it. I'm surprised LeBron didn't turn down that deal and take less so they could bring somebody over to help out. Man, listen. Everybody can't be Brady, baby. Everybody can't be Brunson.
Hey.
Brunson left $100 million on the table so he can bring some players through. Everybody can't be smart and selfless like that, baby.
So, I mean, by Harden doing that, what you feel like the Clippers is going to do next year?
They're going to do the same thing they did this year, make the playoffs if they stay healthy and then get nowhere once they get there.
I'll tell you right now,
I like the Brook Lopez back. He's there to back up on whatchamacallit. So they got a certified center coming off the bench, which I'm kind of surprised at. But Brook Lopez is a really good rim protector, and he can get rebounds. I'm shocked that the Lakers didn't sign him. And I'm shocked that he went somewhere to be a backup. So in my mind, for him, this is him extending his career.
All right. Harden is gone. What's going on here, bro?
Brewers and Mets postponed.
It's raining up there?
I guess so.
What's going on here? Kid hasn't received charity?
Hey, man, they ain't extend my boy yet. Like, you see all these other coaches the Knicks was after, they got extensions to stay. Like, they got paid to stay. They told the Knicks, nope, we're extending them, and extended them. The Bulls did it. The Udoka got an extension. Like these other teams extended their coaches after they told the Knicks, nah, you can't get an interview. So now Kid could go in there and tell him like, yo, either give me an extension or let me go. I want to go coach New York. And
Mm,
they can't do nothing about it. I mean, they could tell him no and then just have a coach that doesn't want to be there, which doesn't help you or the team.
right.
But they ain't paid that man yet, and the Knicks will definitely overpay him.
So the saga continues now.
It's
I,
not
I
over
thought
yet.
I thought it was done with. When they no,
Oh no, when
no.
they tell you you can't, when they decline your interview, that just means you can't go and talk to him. But to be honest, the Knicks never wanted to interview him. They was just gonna sign him. So you have to have permission to talk to the coach. But if the coach goes to the front office and tells the front office, I want to leave, the coach can force their way out. Then the Knicks just have to give them compensation for him, like 2 second-round picks. That's what he did in the war. He did that twice already and got out of the team he was on. He
Mm.
can do that anytime. And he's going to make way more money from the Knicks because Dolan's an idiot and will pay him whatever he asks.
Oh man. This happened. D'Lo is what
D'Lo to the
yeah.
Mavs is smart because you just need a floor general, and that's all. That's you need him to drop out 14 points a game, 14 to 16 a game, and then just let everybody else go off. So he should be all right there.
And Kyrie is still there.
Kyrie is there, but Kyrie's out. So when Kyrie come back, now you can either move D'Lo to the 2, or you can move D'Lo to the bench and have him coming off the bench would be even better. Because now you got a solidified point guard coming off the bench that can hold it down when Kyrie comes out the game.
Didn't Brooklyn have both of them at one point?
Yes, they did.
I'm trying to picture it because I know I saw them together.
No, D'Lo was on. I think he got traded to Brooklyn from Golden State when Kyrie was there.
Okay. I remember. I'm trying to remember. I remember he was on the same team at one point, and then
D'Lo ain't been the same since he snitched on his teammate about cheating on his girl.
was
He
that Nick
ain't
Young?
been the same. He ain't had a career since.
Was that Nick
When he-
Young snitched on?
Yeah, when he snitched on
Yeah.
Nick Young was fucking what's her name?
What's yeah, I know Izzy or Izzo.
Yeah, Izzy.
Man,
He was fucking Izzy.
that's
Snitched
no
on
locker
him,
room.
thought it was funny. I'd have two-piece of shit out of him.
No locker room trust you, bro. He said Iggy.
Iggy, that's her name.
Like no locker room trust you, bro. They don't trust you right now.
Nobody trusts him since then.
Let's
This was the
talk about it.
This was the wildest thing of the day.
So hold on, before we really get into it, you told me this one, right? So he got waived by the Bucks. I think somebody else wrong in the comments. And then we get this.
Yes, sir.
So
welcome to New York, Giannis.
But I'm trying to was this for I'm leaving Milwaukee, or was this because Dame was he was happy that he got waived by the Bucks? He's like, well, fine.
As a basketball fan, I talk shit about Giannis leaving, but Giannis ain't going nowhere. That's number one. Giannis loves Milwaukee for some reason, from some god awful reason, but he's not leaving Milwaukee. At least not this year. That's for sure. Waving. First of all, they should have never traded for Dame.
Mm-hmm.
When you trade for a player that is openly saying he wants to go, and he's gonna sign with Miami, but when you trade for a player that's openly saying he wants to go to a team, he's not coming there and giving you his all. I don't think Dame gave his all not one game while he was playing there. Not once. I think he was doing the bare minimum. I think he was just out there to collect the check. I don't think he wanted to be there. I can't say he didn't get along with his teammates or none of that shit, because I don't think he's a bad guy in that sense. But he wanted to go to Miami. The trade just never happened. He wanted to go to Miami the whole time, but the trade never happened.
I was about to say, you said he's going to Miami.
He's going to Miami.
when he
Once
when
once
he
he
wanted to
clears
go,
once he clears waivers, he's going to Miami.
but when he wanted to go, um, Butler was there.
Yeah,
So who's there for him to say, all right, this is where I want to be?
Hero, pretty much just Hero and whatchamacallit, the center.
Okay, so we got before we get back to Giannis and Dame,
I
this
don't.
also happened.
This is my problem. Y'all wasn't good last year. You made the playoffs because it's the East, and I guess they figuring the East is going to be weak this year because Halliburton's out, Tatum's out,
Yeah,
all these players are out. So they think the East is going to be weak, but they got to realize Atlanta made a lot of moves. The Magic are making moves. The Pistons are making moves. So it's not going to be as easy as you think in the East. You know what I mean? But what do y'all put? Okay, you lose Dame, who was your number 2 player on the team. You bring back a bunch of players that they underperformed.
uh,
You add in an older, smaller center that just shoots threes now. He only gets like 5 rebounds a game. I understand they want to stretch 5. They want to stretch 5 that's going to play at the 3-point line so he can take the other team center away from the paint and
right.
Giannis can go to work.
Uh,
I understand that's what your game plan is. I like Turner. I think Turner is a savvy vet. I think he still got, I mean, 4 years is a little wild, but they gave him 4 years, 107 million. They're gonna spread Dame's money out. I'm not sure what that means in terms of the cap and if they can go and get other players. But y'all are pretty much bringing back the same team from last year without your second best player. Why do y'all think that that's gonna work?
I,
Who's gonna be number 2 now? Kuzma, Gary Trent, Kevin Porter Jr. Like who's gonna be your number 2 now? That's gonna help take the load off of Giannis.
Milwaukee got Kuzma?
Yeah.
Okay. All right. I wonder where that motherfucker went. I thought he was still
Bro, you forgot last year we did a show where this motherfucker had 0, 0, 0, 0, 0.
Yeah. Okay.
No
Okay.
points, no assists, no
Nothing.
rebounds, no nothing.
Zero straight across the stat line. Yeah.
Never seen it before.
Never. So back to Dame and Giannis, because when you said I want to answer something what you said. You said that you don't think he put his all into these games. Like I don't remember, and he had situations where it should have been Dame time. I don't
That's what
remember
I'm
this call.
saying, bro. I watched some of their games, bro. I never saw Portland Dame not one time in Milwaukee.
I try to think. I think he had one, but again, like you said, it was not the same. It was like, okay, we know you with the ball, but it's not like the whole game you was playing Dame winners type of game. Like, okay, you showed up here and there.
This year, Dame would get into it with a player, and him and the player would go at it like in the game where he try to upshine the player or something like that. But other than that, you never saw Portland Dame. You never saw Dame time. You never saw Dame time in
Right.
Milwaukee.
That's all.
You
Yeah.
saw Damian Lillard. You never saw Dame time in Milwaukee.
So that's what I'm saying. I never saw. I didn't see this. I didn't see the
He went
thing.
out there and
Increases
focused
the
on.
way.
He went out there and focused on his rap career.
Yeah. Yeah. Back to this.
We gotta figure. Giannis knew what he was doing when he put it up there. He knew everybody would be talking about it. Oh,
Right.
did I also neglect to remind you of how grimy the NFL is? On the day that on NBA trade day they posted that trade with Ramsey and the Steelers and all that.
Yeah.
Bro, these people are great. The NFL and NBA been going at it ever since the NFL started putting games on
Christmas.
on Christmas.
Yeah. Yeah.
They've been going because think about it. Super Bowl week, You announced Luka getting traded.
Right.
You ain't heard nothing about the Super Bowl for 3 or 4 days. All you heard was about Luka.
Oh, so it's
They
just
they
petty
are
season.
petty. They are petty and going at it
Right.
behind closed doors.
Right. It's like it's corporate
Soon
warfare.
as your draft week start, they announcing a trade with Ramsey to the Steelers, and that's all everybody talking about the whole day until
That's
the NBA kicked off.
that's crazy work. Crazy
They
work.
they going at it.
So we got two what ifs right now. We're gonna start right now. It's gonna be a good conversation. If you started a franchise today, who would you started with? Tim Duncan or KD?
I'm taking KD.
Damn. All right, I'm going to erase that. I don't know what happened with their careers. We're gonna start. We're gonna see. We talking about University of Texas. We talking about Wake Forest. Yeah, I might have to go with KD.
I'm taking KD because the only thing Duncan does better than KD that I can say unequivocally is defense. I'll give Duncan the nod on defense all day long.
Okay.
But that's it. KD can shoot from anywhere on the court. He can take you off the dribble from anywhere on the court. He can rebound if he actually tries. He can play defense. Like there's nothing Duncan can do that KD can't, but there's a lot that KD can do that Duncan can't.
Mm. I definitely.
They're damn near the same height. They got the same length.
Bro, I was when you told me that, right? And I said, I got to think of like I don't know what's like. I don't think that they're just coming out of college. We don't know what's gonna happen in the future.
I'm talking about in their primes. I'm taking KD
I still take KD.
all day long. Duncan was an amazing player, but they called him the big fundamental for a reason. Like he did fundamental shit. KD can do things that ain't scripted.
See, y'all call him funny. I call him bank shot because that's all he did was fucking bank.
Yeah, he's the best bank shot shooter I ever seen
I
in my
swear
life.
to God, bro.
Can't nobody use that backboard like he did.
I swear, like Mr. Bank Shot, like dude,
But
from the angle straight up.
KD can do, and you know I don't like KD as a person, but as a player, they not fucking with KD. Stop it.
So, I mean, let's.
Did you see KD? Did you see KD's post? This is the one I didn't send you. They posted a thing about the greatest players, and they said KD would be coming off the bench. KD made a post and said none of them can guard me, and he was talking about Jordan, Steph, LeBron, everybody. He said none of them can guard me one on one.
So let me keep this. I'm gonna use your words, funky. He's right.
He is.
Right. He's right. The boy got, like you said, his height. He got length. He could jump over you with his jump shot.
He's one of the best shooters. He's one of the best shooters off the dribble there is.
And I'm not disrespecting. One thing before, let me tell you right now, I don't disrespect the Black Mamba, but damn it, it's video footage of him jumping over Kobe with the shot. All right.
How do you stop a 7-footer that got hops? Like,
They got hops that
what
can
are you
shoot
gonna
the three.
do? He can shoot over you. What do you need somebody like you need Wemby to stop him.
Yeah.
You need Wemby or you need Kristoff in his prime. You need a Kristoff Porzingis in his prime or a Wemby to stop KD.
So before I go to my next one, because we go stay on this one. It was a little argument. It was argument with debate going on, and we didn't talk about it. T-Mac, Tracy McGrady. I know you saw it. He came off a little bit. I don't know. I don't know how to describe it, but it's about the ring culture thing. But it got added on after our show. And Tracy McGrady said, if you would have put me on the Lakers, I would have had rings too.
Yeah, but being a great player, you should have been able to do it without being on the Lakers. Because remember, Dwayne Wade did it and wasn't on the Lakers.
Yeah.
He had Shaq, but that he didn't have no all-star team. He didn't even have Shaq in his prime. He had Shaq as a good player, but not even Shaq in his prime.
Right.
And he
Yeah,
got a ring.
he had to take over that finals, not Shaq.
Yeah, and he got a ring. So it's not necessary. You shouldn't be begging for a team to get a ring. You should have just been great enough to pull it off on your own. Well, not on your own, but you should have. Shit, look how many times. Look at Iverson. You would never draft none of the players Iverson played with if you was on a fantasy team or trying to build a squad. Eric Snow, like what? And he took them to the finals.
Hold up. We're gonna pause. We're gonna pause because I'm just gonna show you something. That's my next question. But we're gonna get back. We're gonna get back to it. yo, niggas say Eric Snow. But I listen, I give one thing I do give Duncan his due.
Look at that first team LeBron, the first Cavs team LeBron took to the
Right.
to the finals.
Against this man.
Come
Against this man.
on, bro. This is what I'm saying. Like McGrady should be ashamed of himself even making that statement.
He was like
You making yourself look bad making that statement because
He
you
said that.
admitting you couldn't do it.
That's how I looked. Like, bro, I don't know how to describe what I heard and what he meant by that. Like, yo, you first of all, you left the Raptors because your cousin came and he was getting all the publicity. You wanted to show that that should have been me. When you went to Orlando, you were doing your thing. Went to the All-Star game. He was an All-Star. He took the Orlando Magic, who was in the playoffs before, to the playoffs. I think it was the second round, I think. But you just couldn't get past the hump. You couldn't. You went to Houston. And you had yourself a, I ain't gonna say you had Shaq, but you had yourself a 7-footer that could score. Y'all mean?
And you ain't do it. So you make yourself look bad saying if you was on these super teams and all that, you would have won a ring. Anybody in the NBA could say that.
I love Tracy. I love Tracy with that. That shit kind of like, I like, what the fuck you meant by that? Like, dude, Kobe was when you say Kobe, like, oh, because
Didn't he have Didn't he have Steve Francis?
No, Steve Francis left before he got there.
Okay, I was about to say Francis, and Yao. That would have been insane.
Like what I don't know why everybody keep on not putting the 2 rings that Kobe won without Shaq.
But that's what I'm saying. There's so many players that won rings without having a superstar team around them. So how can you say if you had shit? Any ball player can come out and say that. Shit, if I was on the Lakers, I'd have won a ring, and I wouldn't even have to put up a shot.
I'd be on the bench, but I want a ring.
And would have won a ring. So you saying that just makes you look like you suck.
I don't know, but I wanted to bring it up. I'm gonna give it back to just these 2 right here. I love Duncan. Like I said, I love Duncan since Wake Forest.
Oh yeah, I'm not taking nothing away from him and his greatness. You just ain't better than KD.
Nah, if I'm gonna start a franchise, if I start a franchise right now, and I gotta choose one of these as my number 1 draft pick, it's KD. I'm dead. I already said it. So let's get to this one. Give 2. Not it don't have to be none of these motherfuckers on the list. 2 players that don't have a ring. You give two players a ring. Who would it be?
Iverson and Barkley.
Wow. So I saw this somewhere, and someone said Karl Malone. I said, well, you automatically gave John Stockton the ring. He said, how's that? I look, they're 1-1, bro.
They're on the same team. How can one get it without the other? That's
right. Pick and roll. That's you guarantee. Like, well, like, dude, no. Like for me, if it's just these people in here, it's just Iverson. It's just Iverson.
For me, it's Iverson and Barkley. Barkley he was just a phenomenal player.
Barkley. Okay, so when Barkley came, he came in the year after the Sixers won the championship. They finally played. He couldn't do it by himself. Went to Phoenix. Then they changed their franchise around. We took him to the finals. He just couldn't get past Jordan. After that, they couldn't get past Houston. And then he went to Houston, and that, whatever happened there. I don't know. I mean, I could put Barkley, but then I say Patrick, then I say,
I say Patrick would be close after Barkley for me, but Patrick had teams. He should have won that year against the Spurs. He should have. It
Oh, he
was
was
a
hurt.
bunch of Yeah, but it was a bunch of times Patrick should have won it. When he had squads, he don't have no excuse not to have a ring. But that's
He
just that New York shit, man. There's something about it, man. These motherfuckers be having some. Come on, he had Larry Johnson, Oakley, start like he's had monster squads. They have no excuse.
I told somebody they asked me was I a Knicks fan? Like no, but you understand around 92 to 98, that was playoff central, the Garden. So it's playoff central when the backcourt, except for Ewing, because Ewing didn't want to do the tradition, cut their hair. It was ball. It was all ball. Charles Smith, Charles Oakley, Anthony Anthony Bonner, Anthony Mason, all those motherfuckers could go ball. It's game over. Derek Harper cut his hair for God's sake. But they had a squad. They should have held. You said Spurs. I said they should
They
have beat.
ain't got no excuse.
They should have beat Houston.
Yeah, they
But
ain't got no
it's a
excuse.
person that's not on here. I'm going to name Dominique Wilkins.
Yeah, I'll give Dominique that.
Dominique
But
Wilkins.
shit, if that's the case, I'm gonna say Gary Payton. Did he never
He got
won
a
one?
ring. He got a
Oh
ring.
no, man, I'm tripping.
He got a ring with Miami.
Yeah,
He got a ring with Miami. But that's the thing. That's the thing about like I like this. He said the photo party said retired legends only. So I was like, but I don't see Dominique. Dominique is a legend. Come on now. Dominique's a legend. Who else on here that should have been on here that don't have
I
a
would have
ring?
loved to have seen Vince get a ring.
Vince.
I
And the
love
closest he
Vince.
got to it was the year the Sixers went.
Yeah, I love Vince. I would have loved to have seen him get one.
Steve Nash?
Okay,
I'm asking.
no, he's good.
Shit.
He's really good, but I'm not jumping out the window saying he deserved one.
I don't think he deserved one of those MVPs, but
I
that's a whole other
think,
story.
yeah, that's what I'm saying. He a baller.
Who is this at the end? That's what I'm trying to figure out.
I
About
thought that was Rondo.
with a Lakers outfit.
Yeah, because remember he played for the Lakers.
Oh yeah, but he got a ring though. He got a couple rings.
That's why I said I thought it was Rondo.
Reggie Miller's up there. I gotta
Fuck
hear
him.
this. I gotta hear this.
He don't deserve shit. This is what he deserved.
Oh wait. I know I have to tell you something. So I put that clip on Instagram, and someone has something to say about it. Your insensitive marks of what you said about what's this Tyrese. He said because you said you didn't like him. He said you don't like him. That's like a liberal something. And I said one, I can't do the difference. I said one, he has that right not to like him because he's a fucking Knicks fan. Okay, the Knicks don't like a Pacer for anything, but that was his fault because when you do this, karma comes to get you, and that's what he deserved. So he answered back and said, "Oh, yeah." So he's a Knicks fan. He's like, "Okay, then my bad."
He was choking his Achilles like this. There's nothing wrong with that. That's exactly how he was holding his leg. That's all.
Oh,
I'm
man.
not saying I'm happy he's hurt. I never want to see a player get hurt.
No.
But
you like him.
but I'm not crying and shedding a tear about it. Fuck him. Fuck his other Achilles.
Damn.
Fuck everything about his bitch ass and his daddy.
Oh well, yeah. Sorry, but not sorry. Any other legends we could bring up before we go to final thoughts?
I don't know.
I'm trying to think. It's so many that they said didn't get a ring because of Jordan. But I mean, Sean Kemp didn't get a ring. You consider him a legend?
Yeah, Sean Kemp was a baller, but I don't know about that one.
I thought I like Sean Kemp for a short period of time. You know?
I like the fact that Garnett and Ray Allen got one. Like I'm happy about them because they really played the game. I can't think of anybody that I really, damn, I really wish he got a ring.
Well, I said I definitely
Besides, Allen Iverson is number one on any list when it comes to
yes,
that because
yes.
he just played his heart out.
Dude was what five,
They
five.
tried to lie and say he was 6'1".
Okay, he was 5'10", 5'10", taking it to the hole, always on the floor, and what former MVP. I don't know how many times he was scoring champion.
He was a more talented Jalen Brunson. Lived in the paint, small as fuck, didn't fearless.
Yeah, that's
He
who.
just had way more handle.
Sorry, Jordan, but that crossover still lives rent free in my head. I'm sorry, bro. I'm sorry.
How did we not talk about Houston at all?
Cause he ain't getting that.
Houston, they
Oh,
traded. I didn't send it. They traded for Kevin Durant. They got that
he got
guy Finley Smith from the Lakers. So they took away the Lakers' fourth best player. They got Clint Capella to be a backup tight end who's really a starting tight end. I mean tight end center. They got Capella who's gonna be the backup center to Sangoon. So
oh,
you
yeah, we
good
talked.
at
Oh
they
yeah,
got
last week we talked about Houston because they got Durant.
bro, they're going in. And then the Nuggets turned around and traded for Cam Johnson. I know I sent you that one. I had to.
No,
That's my
no,
favorite move of the weekend.
no, you
They
didn't.
they traded Porter Jr. for Cam Johnson from the Brooklyn Nets. Cam Johnson is one of my favorite because of course he was a Tar Heel, but he's a baller on both ends of the court. He can score. He was the best player on the Nets for the last 2 or 3 years. You know what I mean? So now you added for me they added consistency at that they added consistency at that position rather than hoping Porter has a good night tonight. I think Cam's going to go off all the time because he was doing that for a bad team. Now you get the ball with a contender, he's going to show off. He's going to show out. Then they went and traded for Valanciunas as a backup to Joker. So now you got a solidified center as a backup behind Joker when Joker wants to take a break. Like these dudes, they just signed Tim Hardaway Jr. So now you got a little shooter off the bench that can knock down an open shot. They are putting together a nice little squad for in the off season.
The last thing you sent me, which was from your old account, which was
Man,
CJ McCollum going to the Pelicans.
I don't even want to talk about that shit. This silly bitch could hit Facebook and told them that I am not who I said I am and that I had a fake page. And Facebook went for that shit. So Facebook then turns around. Oh, I gotta go close my windows. It sounds like it's about to pour out here. So Facebook then turns around and delete. They disabled both of my pages, Facebook and Instagram.
Oh, damn.
Disabled everything because this. But then they turned around and told me I gotta do a live selfie video showing them that I'm really me. So I do the video. They come back and said that my review was unsuccessful and that the sky is bright out here, but all I hear is mad thunder in the background.
Because it's coming.
It's definitely coming. So they turned around. What the hell happened?
I'm
There
still
we
here.
go. So then, oh yeah, it's dark as hell over there. So then they turned around and shut down everything. Told me that I failed my appeal and that there's nothing I can do. It's permanently disabled.
Like, bro, I'm gonna tell you, I think I was about to send you something, which luckily you already saw. I know you already saw it. That's because you sent it to me. I was like, yo, why is picture gone?
Bro, they got me good. I had to start. Bro, I had thousands of followers. I got 123 right now.
Yeah, I saw that shit. Yo, I made it to 100. I feel special.
Word, that's just insane, bro. No followers. And
Oh,
the part that pissed me off is I use that to push the restaurant and the club. So now I'm
that's
start,
right.
but we have an actual page for the restaurant and the club, so I ain't really tripping. So I could just go in there and post all day long.
Okay.
But that is crazy.
All right, brother. So what's your final thought? What we talking about before we get out of here?
Oh, we not done.
Oh, we not?
I'm thinking of all the stuff I forgot. I never got a chance to send you because there was so much coming in at the same time.
What's more?
The Knicks signed Jordan Clarkson from
Oh,
Utah. Utah bought out Jordan Clarkson. The Knicks signed him. He was six man of the year 2 years ago, and he's
oh,
always in the talks for the six man of the year. So, like I told you, the Knicks already got a pretty good starting five. They got two really good bench players in McBride and Robinson.
mm.
Now you just need to build out the bench. Because we had the worst scoring bench in the league last year.
And you got a 6 man of the year.
And you just got a former six man of the year. And I don't know how to pronounce the dude name. It start with a Y, and he was on the Sixers. He's a power forward. They signed him too. They signed him today in 2 years, 12 million.
Oh
It's like
shit.
Yuba Silly or something. It's something.
So
One of
it's
them weird
overseas
names.
name.
Yeah, it's one of them French dude. He a French dude. So I think with bringing him over to back up Hart, and he plays defense and grab rebounds, so I like him.
Oh wow.
Yeah, so the Knicks are building a bench to where they're a little deeper and a little stronger. I think they need to move. I think they need to go get one more center and move Cat back to the four instead of making him play the five.
Okay. I'm trying to look at some shit while we still talking about the shit.
Yeah, it's a lot going on, bro, that we didn't get to.
Yeah,
That
because you,
I
you
didn't.
just brought up Tim Hardaway Jr. with the Nuggets.
Yeah, it's a lot, bro. I mean, a lot of people that got signed that we didn't talk about. A
Oh man.
lot. I'm gonna pull up the trade tracker now. Every move so far. All
Uh,
right.
two 2 hours
You
ago.
got Larry Nance Jr. signed with the Cavs. That's a big move from the Hawks.
Wasn't he? What to say? Wasn't he with the Cavs?
He went back. He was with the Hawks last year. You got Eubanks went to the Kings. I think he was with the Clippers. Tim Hardaway Jr. We already talked about. Josh Minot from the Wolves went to the Celtics. Poel. I never know how to say this guy's name. Poeti, whatever his name is. He's a center. He plays for the Raptors. They gave him a big extension.
Mm-hmm.
This guy, I don't even know who he is, so who cares about him?
Damn.
Jericho Sims re-signed with the Bucks. See what I mean? The Bucks is just bringing back everybody. The guy Connaughton, the shooter from the Bucks that was coming off the bench, got traded to the Hornets. Seems like the Hornets are making a lot of moves. Gary Harris signed with the Bucks. Valanciunas got traded to the Nuggets. Turner signed with the Bucks. Listen, Yabusele. Yabusele went to
Oh,
the Knicks.
that's the dude that dunked on fucking LeBron in the Olympics.
Yep. Trent Jr. back with the Bucks. Watford with the Sixers. Clarkson to
Wow.
the Knicks. Prince re-signed with the Bucks. Bucks just brought back the same trash team. See what I mean? The Hornets is trying to do something. Mason Plumlee to the Hornets. Kennard, that sharpshooter, went to the Hawks. The Hawks had a big day yesterday.
Says Shaw just got a 4 year extension on his contract.
Yep. Tyus Jones went to the Magic. See, the Magic was making moves.
You know what?
Um,
You know what team I haven't heard you say?
who
Boston.
they ain't really do nothing. They losing play. They lost Cornette. Luke Cornette. Alexander Walker went to the Hawks. Garza went to the Celtics from Minnesota, but he ain't no big deal. Brooke Lopez to the Clippers. Levert to the Pistons. See what I mean? Pistons and Magic was making moves while everybody was sleeping. Levert went there because whatchamacallit's about to go to jail. Beasley.
Oh yeah. We were just talking about that.
Capella to the Rockets. Luke Cornett to the Spurs. I like him. He's a scrappy player. Kevon Looney to the Pelicans. So what are the and they about to lose Kaminga. So what are the Warriors gonna do?
Rely on Steph Curry to shoot threes all damn day.
Schroeder to the Kings, Dennis Schroeder to the Kings. Ty Jerome to the Grizzlies was a sneaky big move because Ty Jerome was coming off the bench for the Cavs and he was balling for the Cavs off the bench. Now he's going to the Grizzlies where he's probably going to start in place of Bane. But that was a big depth piece for the Cavs. So I don't know how they fix that. They got to get some depth because they lost like two or three of their depth pieces. Trey Jones resigns with the Bulls. That's another team you ain't hear nothing about the Bulls.
Oh yeah. Like what? Well, the last thing we heard about the Bulls was the coach.
Yeah. Cam Spencer to the Grizzlies. Nobody cares. Paul Reed, the backup center for the Pistons, resigns. Jared Jackson got that big extension with the Grizzlies, $240 million. Yeah. Now the question is, what are they gonna do with Ja Morant? They're not gonna pay two players $200 million. So what do they do with Morant now?
See, I was going to ask the question about the NBA contract. Do they do a franchise tag on their players like the
Nah,
NFL does?
nah, NBA don't do none of that shit.
So
They can NBA. You can leave.
Yeah, I would say
Like you ain't held hostage in the NBA. You can leave.
Yeah, I think he about to leave. Unless Memphis got that kind of money to waste, but I don't think they do.
Now, where does DeAndre Ayton end up? Because right now it looks like he has to go. The Lakers have to make a move for Ayton because they don't have a center. They got to make a move for him. But I think that's it for those.
For right now.
Yeah, oh yeah, it's gonna be some.
Now.
Me personally, if I was the Knicks, I'd really like them to trade Karl Anthony Towns for Sabonis. I think Sabonis and Karl Anthony Towns will be a perfect switch. Sabonis fits more of what you want for the Knicks team. He'll get down and dirty in the paint. He can shoot from outside. He got a post game. Karl Anthony Towns too big to not have a post game, bro. Like, how do you not? You don't have a hook shot. You don't have a nothing in the post.
Dog, every time when you say that, every time I think of he's trying to back down homeboy, he couldn't back down. His face got so frustrated, he just did a fadeaway jump. With lucky it went in, but his face
Come on, man. You're supposed to move back when I'm backing up. You're supposed to move back.
If I find that video, that shit was funny. He's like, fuck it. Turn around and do it. That's how he looked. But man, was this day one of free agency in the NBA?
Yesterday was day one. Today day two.
Oh God!
But most of the good players are gone, so now is the big things is going to be trades. I think it's definitely going to be some trades coming that we didn't see.
Trades and draft picks.
It's definitely going to be some trades that we didn't see still on the horizon. I mean, I keep hearing rumors that the Knicks want to trade Bridges, but to who and for what? It would have to be a really good player if you're trading him. I don't think he fit the system they was running.
Who, Bridges?
Yeah, the system they ran last year. I don't think he fit that system. They need to get a new coach in there and implement a new system for the players that you have. Because the players you have, that shit that you did last year didn't work. You made it to the Eastern Conference Finals, but that shit wasn't working. You gotta get you gotta get OG the ball more touches. You gotta get Bridges more touches. Even Carl Anthony Town needs more touches. But the only one touching the ball consistently all the time was Brunson.
He didn't get a chance to set up nobody because nobody was moving around.
Yeah, they just standing around watching him dribble. You got to start moving around. I don't even know if we had any fast break points the whole damn season. It's like they walk the ball up and then just go into a half court set.
I'm not. I probably did, but it's probably like what we just said. Bronson was the guy.
Yeah, like they was talking about bringing in Westbrook. Y'all not a fast break team, so Westbrook is pointless for you. He don't fit you.
I don't know, but knowing Westbrook, he'll do his damn self. He ain't trying to hear that shit.
Exactly. He not gonna wait for y'all to walk up the court. And then you got Cat who never runs. He trots and then he gets down there in position. That's it.
That's his program, bro.
That's what he do. That's what I'm saying. That's the only thing he doesn't I don't think he can give max effort. I think this is just who he is.
hmm hmm So we are I don't know how many days we are into. I think 70 or 69 days to the NFL season.
I think
But
they said 10 more weekends.
but
We got preseason in what, 4 weeks?
preseason I think it's the beginning
Because
of
what
August.
what day is the Hall of Fame game? It should be the first week in August.
Yeah, first weekend in August was probably I think that's the fourth. No, it's gonna be either the second or third. I think it's
So
gonna be the third.
we got 4 weeks away before we start
But
seeing them pads.
the NFL 100 players is
Oh
starting.
yeah, I like that sometimes.
They doing so how they doing it right now. They are on Twitter for this week. Two like 199. Then today would have been 98, 97. Tomorrow be 96, 94. It's a Friday. Then they're going to do a whole episode of the first 10. I think on Friday. So
Okay.
right now, I think I saw Drake London and I saw Jones from Minnesota.
I
I
can't wait. I can't wait to see the surprise cuts that we didn't see coming. Because it's going to be a bunch of players getting cut because these rookies came in and balled out, and now they don't need them players no more.
probably
It's
hear that.
going to be
We
it's
probably
going
hear
to be
that in a
some
couple weeks.
shots.
We probably hear that in a couple weeks.
Yeah, as soon as OTAs, when they got to start cutting down to 53 players after the preseason, it's
When they
going to be
say bring
lit.
your playbook to the office, you know what that means. Let's give y'all a heads up, if you never heard that. Bring your
It's going
playbook.
to be lit.
Of course, I heard it a couple times, so don't worry about it. Not me. I watch Hard Knock. Hard Knock. That shit
Man, I
be
don't think I've ever been cut from a team.
fuck
Shit.
all. Pro team?
Yeah, I've never been cut. Semi-pro arena, I've never been cut.
I was gonna try out for arena. I was for the was it with the Red Dogs or something? Jersey Red Dogs? I was like, fuck it. Nah, I wanna do semi pro. I couldn't find semi pro. So fuck it.
So
But bro,
I'm gonna start wearing my rings on the show. Wearing my
oh,
championship rings on the show.
so you be like what's his name? Hawk always bring his damn rings and shit. Big ass fucking I'm like, all right, you got that, you got that, you got that. But so what? I got rings too. Not mine. I got rings. Bro, we got next Tuesday. Next Tuesday, oh shit. Hopefully we get more free agencies during the week.
There's gonna be a whole lot more. There's gonna be some trades that we didn't see coming.
I hope it's a big one.
Because you got teams like the Timberwolves that's not satisfied, who was in on KD. Um, you got teams that still The Spurs still got a lot of assets. Even Houston still got a lot of assets. Even after they did what they did for KD, they didn't give up much to get him.
Oh, I mean, it's just how
Still
long?
got to see what Giannis is gonna do. I just can't. His personality isn't the type to leave. He wants to stay there and get them to build a better team, but you don't have any flexibility. You don't got to draft a first round pick till 2030.
He's I think he's all about comfortability. Like he don't like change, like atmosphere. Like, he been
And
there since day one, right?
they built the facility for him, a practice facility with his name on it. Like he ain't going nowhere.
Yeah, yeah. He in Milwaukee. Either he's going to retire there, or you got to bring some. You gotta be something drastic for him to leave
When a
Milwaukee.
team sucks bad enough, you'll want out. And I think they're gonna suck. You just lost your second best player, bro. And you trying to bring back all the niggas that didn't do good last year. You're not trying. You bought back all the players that didn't do good last year.
He's gonna be their MVP, their most valuable player.
He's gonna be that no matter who they bring in. But can you put something around him that resembles a team that can help him?
No, why? That makes sense. That makes sense, brother. Why
Uh,
don't do that? Common sense. But man, we had fun. We gotta get out of here. Next Tuesday, same time, same channel.
I'll let your boy. We moving.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. All right, brother.
All right, bro.
And we are out of here. Oh yeah, check out NFL 100 this Friday. Maybe you'll put your player on the list. You might be down the list down the road. But until then, that was D Money. I'm your boy Enforcer. I'm out of here. Peace.